What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? Uh, how y'all doing? I hope you're having a good day. For this live screen, I will be giving my opinion on the Star Wars stuff. I will give my opinion um about the about Star Wars future, what I think about some of the stuff, and some of the news coming out of Star Wars and stuff like that. You know what I mean about that? Because the thing about me, Star Wars and this show right here, Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power. They say they put a prequel to the stuff, everything else like that, which I think the show might be good. The show might be good. I'm not judging, but some stuff that coming outside of it, and stuff like that. Talk about the cast, everything else like that. What y'all seeing and what I'm seeing. Could it seem like to me the show people don't know about source material, stuff like that, and that's what I don't like. Because the thing about it, seeing like the fans of source material, some of them, some I think just don't like the show because that's what the agenda they're pushing. Some people don't like it because in my opinion, is that they want it like the books. But the thing about what I learned is like you can't put everything in the books on the show, everything like that. Like if you can do it, if they can do it, then shoot, it'd be good for them if they can do it. But the thing about, in my opinion, dealing with the show and stuff like that, some of the casting that in my opinion I don't got a problem with. Some I do. Because the thing about it, you see this, the girl in the middle, I like her. That the girl in the middle, the girl in the middle, I like her and stuff like that. She's trying to do it. I like her. She's not bad in the middle. The girl middle. That the lady with the sword, I don't got no problem with her. Because think about it, as long as these characters is original characters and they're not gender switch, I don't got no problem with it and stuff like that. And but the elf right there, um, I just hope he's not a character that can drag down the show. But then, in my opinion, I like that casting as well. As long as my opinion that the dialogue they have just don't push the agenda and just don't like have push the story, and that's all I'm worried about, in my opinion. Because the thing about me, in my opinion, is like when you push a story of a show instead of a movie, push the story, push the and that's just my opinion on it. Push the story and stuff like that of it. Push the story, and that's just my opinion of it. Because then, if you able to push a story of the show, kind of like that, I don't got a problem with it. But then I learned about some companies pushing agenda before a story, and that's the bad thing about it. Because, but then my opinion about it is like it's sounds like so many companies I learned do try to push agenda over a story, and the show be bad. And first, in my opinion, I don't like that. And that kind of like the bad thing for me, because the thing about for me is like shoot, time for a new show, everything else like that. Time for a new show, anything that's coming out. I'm trying to give it a chance, but the thing is, when I look at the show and the show is not good, um, and the show is not good, then that is a thing for me to judge on. If I like it, the whole show, the whole series, and the whole series is some kind of this accumulated, stuff like that, and that's kind of thing I learned. and that's kind of thing that I don't like sometimes, is sound like, in my opinion, it seems like to me that the companies push agendas, push certain agendas, stuff like that on the show. But the thing about, for me, it is like, when you worry about a story, that the agendas shouldn't even just come. The agenda that you try to push shouldn't even be part of the story. I think, in my opinion, it should. So, like, if you can mix it in and stuff like that in a good way, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's good, and I'm cool with that, and that's not my problem. Um, because the thing about this show is, like, I think this show could be, my low end is a C+ show, and my high end is an A-. It's a show story, everything good about agendas and stuff and driving it. That as long as my opinion that the agenda don't get in the way of the story, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, in my opinion. That sound like, in my opinion, could be good, bad, everything between. But the thing about it, if you give your own opinion on it, what you like, what you don't like, and stuff like that, then sure, I'm cool with it, in my opinion. I'm cool with it, in my opinion. And something like that, up in my opinion, what I learned, there was big companies, small companies, whoever comes, I think, pushing agendas, it's a bad thing. It's a real bad thing, I think, in my opinion, with some people. It's a real bad thing with some Christians pushing stuff, because think about it, when they push it, they push the agenda in the store. They push the agenda before a good story, and that's a bad thing, in my opinion. But that's just me, and that's just me, in my opinion. Stuff like that. And kind of like the other opinion, like, I think, right, this story can hold. It is like, if this show right here probably can show how the orcs was, back in that period. Was it still terrifying? Was it evil? Was some of them good? Was some of the orcs betrayed and stuff like that? That would be a good thing to learn for the orc side, and time for the humans, the elves, and everybody else. It's like, I would like to see how they live and how the system works a little bit inside the show before the agenda, because that's like, if you look at it, I think that, in my opinion, that each episode should be about 45 minutes to an hour. If they're doing a short series, 45 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. If it's a long series, 45 to 50 minutes for each episode. I think, in my opinion, that to make it better, in my opinion. But some people might agree with it, some people don't. And kind of like my opinion, like, I think, I think this Lord of the Rings, Power of the Rings, could be, if it's no agenda, A-, low end, D+, if it's bad. And that just my rating when I give it. But if y'all think it's wrong, y'all cool. Y'all think it's right, okay. So it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all to judge on that. And if this is, in my opinion, dealing with the Lord of the Rings Power show, that's, in my opinion, on that. And kind of like my new thing that I want to talk about, in my opinion, the next thing, in my opinion, that I want to talk about is Marvel show She-Hulk. the She-Hulk show Marvel right here. That the name of her show is She-Hulk, the Attorney at Law, and kind of, and this is, in my opinion, my uh, just my opinion dealing with this show. This show right here could be good as long my opinion, the dialogue, the acting, everything, it's kind of like decent to good. I will be good on that. I will be real good if it's good. And kind of like other people think that, in my opinion, that could be good, could be bad. And kind of like my opinion based on the She-Hulk show, what it should be, when it should be, in my opinion, deal with the She-Hulk show. That on the She-Hulk show should be serious. It should be serious. It has been coming as long uh, as long as my opinion as long as my opinion is that the comedy just don't overtake the show, and plus the story just don't go nowhere. Sound like WandaVision did for about 2-3 episodes, I think. That because you look at the WandaVision show was overhyped. The WandaVision show was overhyped and stuff like that, and that's kind of like a bad thing in my opinion on that. And that's kind of like my opinion on that. Because if y'all got questions to do with the She-Hulk show, or just any other future stuff deal with Marvel, then y'all can type it down below and stuff like that. And kind of my opinion deal with the She-Hulk show, it is like this character, I think, in my opinion, that need to grow on her own, and she need to make mistakes just on the way to being a hero. I think, in my opinion, because you look at the trailer, because it seemed like it to me, right? Doing the trailer I seen doing with the She-Hulk show, um, is that she kind of cocky, and she thinks she know everything, and kind of like, in my opinion, if she can meet a villain, or just meet a situation that she can't solve just with turning just by turning to She-Hulk, and that be a good thing, in my opinion, for her to learn and grow. In my opinion, that just me. That should that just me, in my opinion, is what I think of the She-Hulk show. And kind of like the actress that playing She-Hulk, the actress of playing She-Hulk, I think, in my opinion, is actually a good one. It's actually a good one. Because you look at in my opinion, like dealing with actresses and stuff dealing with the MCU always willing to pull a good talent. It could pull a good talent, I think, in my opinion. Some people might like it, some people might not. But the thing, in my opinion, is like the MCU want all control. Take, in my opinion, without getting, I think, in my opinion, how can I say this? How can I say this? Some of the people in MCU don't let directors be directors no more. Well, I think, in my opinion, they don't. If y'all agree with me, y'all do. If y'all don't, y'all don't. But in my opinion, it's up to y'all. It's just y'all, and they what y'all think or not, stuff like that. In my opinion, the MCU kind of restricted directors, if y'all agree with it or not, because you look at it, that on the first person, I think who did Ant-Man, they fired him and put in somebody else. And plus, if you look at it, I think that Edgar Wright, Ant-Man would have been more serious and kind of better. But they fired him and put in Peyton Reed. But the first Ant-Man movie was good, but the second one, the second one wasn't bad, but the second Ant-Man should have been like, how can I say this? Better story written, I think, in my opinion, to a certain point. If y'all agree with me on that, then y'all can put in the chat or the comment section at this live stream come up. Because the thing about it, in my opinion, then with this actress right here, I seen her in Black Mirrors, I think it's something like that. That she was actually good, I think, in my opinion about it. And let's just look at the She-Hulk trailer just to see the She-Hulk trailer to break it down. Because think about it, I break down the She-Hulk trailer before I think about last live stream, I think. Some people might like it, some people might not like it on that and stuff like that. And let's just look at the She-Hulk trailer and stuff on that. Because the She-Hulk trailer wasn't a bad trailer, but the CGI had improved from the first one to this one. They improved by a lot. It had improved by a lot. And let's just look at the trailer and stuff like that. So I'll bring up the trailer right now, just for everybody to see and stuff like that to break down. And kind of like in my opinion, could be good thing, bad thing, stuff like that. If y'all like it, don't like it. But let's just look at the trailer and see if y'all like it. So think about it. Let's just share the screen. Because the She-Hulk trailer I'm about to share with y'all, I'm about to break it down myself. Yeah, because the She-Hulk trailer is not a bad trailer to look at, but it might not be a bad trailer to look at, but it's kind of like to say that to me, it's kind of not serious to a point. And kind of like for me and stuff like that, it's like that of my opinion, when you look at the shows, everything like that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Hey, just look at this trailer thing right here, everybody. And kind of like on this part, I kind of get the reason why that she lost a little bit of cool and she turned on that, but she might need to learn a little bit more control over her powers and stuff like that. That's kind of like. I can't blame her on that part. Just for getting mad. But the only part I was mad at, I think, in my opinion, doing that is like I think that that he should be doing that at all. I think, in my opinion, because you look at the Hawk character, don't really put horns on people ears and just blow it. Because you look at it, because you look at it, in my opinion, it kind of goes like a comedy groove. That could be a good or a bad thing, but the thing about it, shoot on show, I probably got to see the show just to see if it's good, bad, everything else in between and stuff like that. And that just me, and that just me, that just in between, and just me, and that's me, um, judging the show for the show to come out because in my opinion, I think the show could be decent to good to decent. Because the thing about it seems like some of the shows I think that be comedy don't be as good as shows that's serious and grounded, in my opinion. Because like the two best Marvel series I think is Falcon for the Winter Soldier, and plus Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Loki. Those two right there is the best shows I've seen on just on the MCU side. Dealing with the dealing with everything. I think, in my opinion, that was good. The two best things I've seen. But shoot, let's just see the trailer breakdown for comedy. That's a shame. Okay. Okay, I seen. Okay, I like this. The Hot Show history. I like the Yep, spandex and hairspray. Yep, dealing with the heart form. Uh, dealing with the heart form is that we all know up in here we're gonna be good. Just gonna be a good thing to wear. Just under her clothes and stuff like that. That gonna be there for her. And that's just my opinion. And spandex his friend, and he was right on that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I like that. I like that. Um. Shoot. Shut. I think he do mean that because I and that part was funny. What funny talk? So he don't mean that. He turned around. He said, "Yes, I do mean that. Yes, I do mean that." So you might not. So you might not think I need that, but shoot, he do. And that just and that is kind of funny to see that. Like those two as kind of button head before they get along. I think in my opinion, be, because shoot, I think that she think being a hawk is easy. Well, just without consequences and stuff like that. But the thing is, Mark Ruffalo know it's always consequences and stuff like that. In my opinion, but the thing in my opinion, it sounds like some people might like it, some people might not. But shoot, that is my opinion on that part. And had just my opinion on that part and stuff like that. But everybody sound like some people might like it, some people might not. But everybody don't like it. Everybody might not like it, in my opinion. And kind of like in my opinion, then with the She-Hulk character, what I see, should that the She-Hulk character that I see right now is cocky, but she but trying to prove something. Seem like in her human form, and plus she being a She-Hulk, and kind of sense, like in my opinion, is that she breaking up for a shell to some point, just like the comic books, everything like that. Like she got more confidence in the comic books when she turned She-Hulk than she do as she first started being She-Hulk in the comic books. She had more confidence at being She-Hulk than she do with Timber form, I think, in my opinion. But if I'm wrong or right, then y'all can type it in the chat or the comment section if I'm right or wrong on it. And kind of like the next thing, that's just I want to talk about. It sounds like why is Mark Ruffalo character still being a comedy? Because I think, in my opinion, he should be being Savage Hulk, kind of think, in my opinion. But everybody different though. Which Hulk they want to see, because first Hulk ain't bad though. Okay. Oh, they kind of seem like they're starting a division. Yep. Because it kind of seemed to me, in my opinion, that's gonna be good or bad. And kind of like, in my opinion, that it kind of seems like Abomination might be one of them characters that we might see. I think, in my opinion, that could be, like, in my opinion, boom. That could be like a big boom or a big bad guy doing the show. Because you look at it, if he escaped, the first person that he going after is Hulk and General Ross. Because, in my opinion, just when a Hulk can't stop the Abomination the first time, I think the Abomination fight him with 2 times. The first time the Hulk might lose. Second time, the second time, I think the Hulk and Abomination might fight is when he, I think, in my opinion, is different on that part, everything like that. But everybody different though, man. Everybody different on that. And that's just me, in my opinion, about it. But if you like it, you don't, you don't. And kind of like the thing, and kind of like stuff I want to see from the Abomination Catcher 4, that he can escape and he can be a good bad guy. I want to see how Abomination probably can mess with the Hawk head and sister, or in the cousin head and stuff like that, in my opinion. Because it kind of seems like it could go either way. He be an anti-hero. He could be like bad guy turning good, everything like that. It just depends. It just depends on which story they're going by and stuff like that. It could be different or good, but everybody different though. And let's continue. Wait a minute. I'm still trying to figure out what happened during that part. Because think about it, that chop part, did her clothes rip? Did she mess around and miss? Somebody got hurt? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if what could happen, but it could be, in my opinion. But everybody different on that though. It won't. And who was, and that sounded like the old lady hand that been up in Daredevil or something, or some kind of sorcery that came from upstairs. Because you look at the that could have came from Doctor Strange world, but also Doctor Strange world, it could have came from Asgard. It could have came from space on Asgard, or some kind of Asgard like place. that person right there, this could came from, or this could come from Earth, or somebody, some organization, and this came from it. I think, in my opinion, but everybody's different though. Hmm. And it kind of seems like, in my opinion, on that, and kind of, in my opinion, could be good. It kind of seemed like Wong, I think, in my opinion, just got a problem, and he come to her to try to ask for help. I think, in my opinion, but something seemed didn't work. Oh, I like this. I like that. I like that. She came for confidence. She showed up with confidence. I like that. Wait a minute. What is that creature though? Hmm. That could be a good thing, I think. Right there. Right there. Daredevil. Is that that kind of Daredevil thing could be like a how could I say? Dang, stop. Is that Daredevil a cameo in one episode, or that could be Daredevil? That could be Daredevil that could stay in the series for what, 2 or 3? Because think about it, that shoot, just being Daredevil and She-Hulk probably can improve the show. I think, in my opinion, that's my opinion and stuff for that. If y'all don't like it, put in the chat, or just end up just put in the chat, or just serious stuff like that. You know, but everybody different on that though. And that is kind of like my She-Hulk opinion, and kind of like breakdown of the trailer. That because shoot, I think this show to be a minus, and my low end to be a C plus. That is kind of like my prediction for She-Hulk. What it could be. C plus. It's a C plus for me. It's the average. It's an A minus. It's the story and everything that goes along with it. It's the story, choreography, everything going with it. Most I think go with it. To be an A minus to a C plus, no lower. It just depends what's on the show doing. I think, in my opinion, I can like it, not like it, but that's just me. That just means what I think. That's what I think could happen and not happen. And plus for the and this is the end of this segment dealing with the this my She-Hulk stuff, dealing with Disney and stuff like that. But that's just me. I and this is the end of this one. I will see y'all there. Just don't leave the screen. I just cut this for a clip. And and for this part of the screen, I will be talking about the WB DC stuff, because you look at it, shoot now, because in my opinion, I do think DC future is kind of bright. In my opinion, DC future is bright. DC future is bright, in my opinion. Yeah, I can like it and I like it for me saying it. But just in my opinion, that be because in my opinion about it, it's like, if y'all think DC future not bright, then could y'all explain it, and y'all explain in the chat. I think we get originally, I think it's not bright, or could be bright, because then, in my opinion, and stuff like that. if you look at it, shoot, the DC features it's kind of bright once you look at the Black Adam movie coming this year, and that movie that movie I think is gonna be real good, which I think in my opinion. DCU that's kind of like in my opinion could be a good thing or a bad thing, everything like that. But it kind of seemed like it to me that everybody don't like it. Some people like it, some people don't. And and kind of like my opinion, shoot, kind of like the Batman stuff, everything like that could be good. Everything could be good in my opinion. Everything could be good, bad, and everything else like that, stuff like that. But that's this article. I think this read article talking WB just by IGN about 2 days ago. Let's read this article. Yep. WB wants a DCEU, Kevin Feige, but the big hurdles remain. But the thing in my opinion, I don't think that's the case. That that could be it, could not be it. But let's read this article and see if it is. Warner Brothers is reportedly looking for its own Kevin Feige, according to Variety Head, is determined to find a very own version of the Marvel Maestro to the DCU coming 10-year plan. We had done a reset. Doing the recent earning calls, we restructured the business. We're going to focus where the team we've at the next 10 years, focus on DC. It was very similar structure to Alan Horn. A body order put together very effectively with Kevin Feige at Disney. Okay, okay. I kind of get how this article could see how they're doing it. And put the Batgirl film being canceled, we're kind of disappointed, I think, in my opinion. But the thing about it, if they wanted to reshoot some stuff, I would include that to change the ending or change some stuff in the background movie. That would be a good thing. Instead of canceling it, they should have reshot some stuff today. But who would take the top job? It seems to be front runners currently, whether or not Greg Clint, who also oversees the many DC TV. Wait a minute. Sony TV stuff is not. He shouldn't be over no TV stuff. I like him. He should be assistant or something under him. But being some of the projects, as the Flash and Superman Lois, says to be named high on the list. However, to Variety, nobody actually approached the producer throughout. He was unlikely to sign. Unlike your side, he had pursued a position himself. It is thought to not be interested in chasing an interim position. Elsewhere, Daniel, with this Lego movie Sherlock, lamented his lack of involvement in the DCU after the ill-fated George Miller Justice League fell through. Okay. I kind of get why some people don't want to do it. During the episode of the Eckler podcast, he said at the time he will pursue to overseas he will pursue to oversee the entire DC franchise. But as Warner Bros. Discovery since changed DCEU landscape, it's it's unknown whether he would even be interested at this stage. Additionally, he already committed to his own production company, Ryback, which had ongoing deal with Universal. Okay, okay. Because it kind of seemed like people they try to get is already busy with certain stuff or something like that. They might need some fresh blood in there that care about story over agenda, and that would be a good thing in my opinion. But some people like, some people might not. Every DC, oh yeah, I like this because like this should just change some scenes in the movie. Just change the stuff in the movie. I think my opinion, and just come out with it. And just in my opinion, make your story self-contained. Sound like the first Wonder Woman was, and that would have been good. I think in my opinion, the Flash show is pretty good. Certain seasons better than others, but the show is pretty good. Lois, Lois and Clark. I like the show. I like the show. The show not bad. That he is he kind of act like Superman. I think in my opinion, he's a cool Superman. I think in my opinion, he's not a bad Superman. He's not a real bad Superman in my opinion. But some people, some people think in my opinion, this might think differently. But in my opinion, I don't think in my opinion he's a bad Superman. Going forward, the merger was recently said to incite my background cancellation. So, Walter Hermione, who's overseeing DC before the Scale merger, will recently be so incensed by the Batgirl cancellation that he almost quit his job. Want to find out more about WB upcoming DCU plans? Check with DC was affected by the merger and what's in store for DC because they got Blue Beetle coming out. I know that because Blue Beetle they got Batgirl canceled. Uh, that's Batgirl on hold. That was just on me. Okay, Batgirl. Hmm. Okay. That's what I think. I don't think Batgirl's canceled. I just think Batgirl's on hold. I think, in my opinion, and kind of like everybody I think could be good, bad, everything like that. Shoot, because I think in my opinion, it could be a good or bad thing, but everybody different on that though. And kind of like the cancellation of Batgirl was a bad move. I think, in my opinion, was a bad move because I think DC might need to come out with more movies and shows instead of them canceling everything, and that's a bad thing. That's a bad move on their part. Sound like everybody different on that. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people might like it, some people might not like that move. But shush. But shush. I think on my part, if I think it's a good move, then y'all can put it down below. If y'all think it's good, if it's bad, it's bad. It's up to y'all. And kind of like in my opinion, stuff like that. And kind of like I think it could be good or a bad thing. But um, if y'all think that some of these stuff could be a good move, just by cancellations of that. If y'all think it's good or bad just by cancellation of it, then y'all can put it down below if y'all think it's smart. But if y'all think it's if y'all think it's smart, then y'all could. If y'all think it's not smart, then y'all can put it down below as well. And kind of, then y'all can put down below. It just y'all opinion. And this is the last topic I'm gonna be talking about. Because on Wednesday, next week on live stream, we're doing tier list. Whoever whoever out there just want just come out with what kind of tier list that I should be doing, then y'all can put it down below and stuff like that. Should what tier list y'all want me to do? What tier list don't y'all want me to do? Shoot that. It just come down to y'all. It just kind of y'all with tier lists and stuff like that. Y'all want me to do and stuff like that, but it's up to y'all. And that just me and my opinion on that. And that just me. That just me and my opinion. What y'all want to do, what y'all don't want to do, and that just me. And kind of like my other opinions, kind of like my opinions that's just I also like, dealing with everything. I think in my opinion it could be good or bad. Dealing DCU, shoot, but the DCU do give you freedom. I think, in my opinion, because they do give you freedom. They do give you freedom to take movie you want and stuff like that. But everybody different on that. If y'all think they don't give you freedom and stuff like that, I think they do, in my opinion. But everybody different. But everybody different on that and stuff like that. But in my opinion, shoot, I do they give you more freedom than they give you more freedom than Marvel do. Sure, I think in my opinion. And kind of like I think in my opinion and stuff like I'll deal with Marvel, DC, some deal with Marvel, DC and stuff like that. I kind of like DC a little bit more, but then Marvel characters I like Marvel characters as well. But the thing about it, I'm just a little bit more drawn to the I'm just a little bit more drawn onto the DC characters and their stories and stuff like that. It's nothing wrong with the stories that Marvel do, but shoot, so I just was a little bit more drawn to the DC side of it, DC superheroes and stuff like that on it. That just me, but that just me in my opinion, everything like that. But it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all opinion and stuff like that. If y'all like it, don't like it, but it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all to judge on that point. Up to y'all judge on that point. If you like my opinion on that, but my final opinion is based on the background or some kind of stories that I would like to see. It'd be my last thoughts. My last things on this I like to see is how can I say this? I would like to see a Superman movie. I would like to see a Superman. I would like to see a Supergirl inside Superman movie in the future. I would like to see a Green Lantern show or movie. I would like to see, in my opinion, I would like to see a Martian Manhunter inside Superman movie or show, or just tease them in series or something like that, or at least tease them, or just at least bring back the actor that played Martian Manhunter in the Zack Snyder, up in the Zack Snyder Justice League. That'd be a good thing to have. Good thing to have or see. I think, in my opinion, that'd be a good thing. But that would be a good thing to see and stuff like that. That'd be a good thing to see as well. I think, in my opinion, to have a man for just for Zack Snyder just to see inside the future. Shoot, that'd be good. I think, in my opinion. And kind of like my final thoughts before I leave is like, shoot. I hope for everybody. I hope for everybody looking at this and looking at this on a replay. Um, I hope for y'all just have a good day, stay positive, and for y'all judge me, do my takes and stuff like that. Y'all seen this ice screen? Shoot, I like Marvel, DC, and all these shows coming up. I just I just hope the shows I think, in my opinion, actually in my opinion, be good. That's just me. YouTube, Twitch. See y'all later. I'll see y'all later and see y'all next time.